Hey everyone, my name's Chris Lambert, and on this channel we talk Kanye West. And today we're talking a little bit about where in the world Kanye is because he has been gallivanting all about the United States. And we're wondering if this is building up to something, the release maybe of the album. And we have some more reason to believe that that might be the case. So let's get into this. You can see here, just a few days ago, Team Kanye Daily and others were talking about Kanye being in Atlanta. And you can see here that this space, there's this big table with speakers, there's a mic over here, some speakers in the background, and you can see just how large of a space this is. It recalls the listening party for The Life of Pablo, right? With the Yeezy Season 3 premiere at Madison Square Garden. This definitely isn't as big as Madison Square Garden, I don't think, but it has a good stadium feel to it. And so you have something like that going on. You have a picture of Sci-Hi the Prince also in in Atlanta with Kanye, and a few other things went on. You can see Blue Boy here, the creative artist in Atlanta, posted this picture with Kanye, and you can see some of the cars in the background of this location. And then, of course, there were more of these photos from Blue. Yeah, here. Oshan World, who's Oshan's a music video maker. So people are wondering if this is something for a music video, something for the Donda movie. Is something going on in this location? You have the red lighting going on. Here you have the car with the rims. And it just felt like something was going on. So everybody's kind of waiting, like what's going to happen? What are we going to see? And then nothing really came out of it. The next day, Kanye was actually, this is another picture of the setup. The next day, Kanye actually was in New York City. So everybody was thinking like Atlanta, and then suddenly Kanye's gone in New York City. And you can see that the article says Kanye makes whirlwind pit stop in New York for new record, but there was no confirmation that it was actually for the record. That was just Page Six doing the kind of stuff that Page Six does, and by that I mean lying. Kanye stopped by an art gallery and was there for a little bit and left, and then left the city, went back to New Jersey, and flew out. So could they have had a meeting about the album at this art gallery? Yeah, sure. He could have played it for Def Jam executives or anybody, but we have no idea. There hasn't been any report of what actually went on in that meeting. And it's not like Kanye went to the Def Jam headquarters, right? That would have been a dead giveaway, but that didn't happen. So now we're just kind of like, okay, he went somewhere, he talked to somebody, and then he left. And then he ends up in Los Angeles. So he goes from New York to LA. You can see he's wearing the same coat with photos of his kids on it. So same outfits, lands in Los Angeles, and everybody's like, all right, he's in Los Angeles again. Is he there to see family? Is he there to do something else, like more album stuff? But nothing else really came out of it. There was this Chief Keef FaceTime, which is pretty funny, but nothing more was really stated about, like, was Kanye in the studio? Was he doing this or that? There was rumors of Vanessa Beecroft doing something and some other people, but nothing like big in the way of whatever Kanye was in Los Angeles for. And then all of a sudden today he appears in Greenville, South Carolina. So now he's over there again, back across the country instead of anywhere else that we would expect. And Greenville is only 2 hours away from Atlanta. So even though he was in Atlanta and went to New York, went to Los Angeles, maybe stopped back in Wyoming even, being back in Greenville puts him within close proximity to Atlanta. Though when you have a private jet like Kanye, you're always within close vicinity of Atlanta. But it just feels like, okay, he's back in that realm. So is something else still going on over there? Like, is he going to return to that spot? And real fast about South Carolina, you may remember a couple years ago, Kanye in 2018, before he was working on, before Ye came out, he actually had gone to South Carolina. And the rumor was that he was finishing the album on a mega yacht in Charleston, right? Which is kind of funny. So this person actually posted, like, he's working on the boat to get away from the drama and finish the albums. And they were just kind of going on with some of this stuff, like the rumor. So it was rumored that he was just kind of there and bounced. It was rumored he was like on the yacht. Somebody came through and said that the yacht was just this mega rich British business owner and is now docked up somewhere else, so not Kanye's. And then I've been told by marina employees several times that Kanye rented Mr. Joe Lewis's yacht for the rest of the week and slashed the number of employees on the ship for privacy. And this was the yacht. Like, that's a huge yacht, right? And I don't know how often you get yachts of that size just kind of rolling through Charleston, South Carolina. But Kanye at least has gone to South Carolina before, right? And seemed to have done creative work in that location. Greenville is much different from Charleston, though, but you can see here that looking for more clues about anything else going on in Atlanta, Mercedes Maxwell is currently in Atlanta, and Mercedes was actually walking for Yeezy Season 8 just a few months back in a show in Paris. So you can see this post here, and Mercedes actually posted to her Instagram in the story this favorite spots in Atlanta, and then this photo here. Notice that she's in the Yeezy slides and looks to be in what people were thinking was one of Kanye's like Sherpas, or I think that's what they think it is. And you can see kind of all the camo, which is so much camo. But this staircase right here coming down looks very similar to the staircase in this photo, right? Like right there, going down the side. So you can see that there, and then see that to the side there. So, the working theory then is that there might be some kind of Yeezy Season 3 Life of Pablo like event going on in Atlanta this week. And why this week of all other weeks? 3 kind of rumors or reasons that are as good as anything else that we've heard. One, 8/24, just the occasion of Kobe Bryant's having both the numbers 8 and 24, and the closeness that Kanye felt to Kobe. There's long been speculation that there'd be some connection between the album and Kobe, or that we could look to this date as some kind of symbolism for the album dropping. Also, I believe 8/28 is Kanye's dad's birthday. So now people are wondering, like, all right, he could drop the album for his dad. You remember in the Follow God video, Kanye said that it took me 40 years to realize that my dad's my best friend. They've had a renewed relationship. How fitting would that be? And also, apparently, 8/31 is the deadline for Grammys. So not that Kanye necessarily cares about Grammys or awards in that way, but if Def Jam did, and if Kanye still has that little bit of a chip on his shoulder, releasing it before 8/31 would put him in range for the Grammys in 2020, or in consideration for it. So the fact that you have those 3 dates all kind of happening this week, as well as people starting to gather in Atlanta that have had ties to Yeezy, as well as Kanye having been in Atlanta prior to this with 2 Chainz, with recording equipment, with this setup that looked like somebody ready to play music for people. It feels like some of these disparate threads are finally starting to tie together, and we could have an actual event with more information, maybe the first experience hearing the album. I don't know. I hope so, but I don't know yet. But we'll see. As more information happens, of course, we'll be covering it. But for the time being, this is what we know. And we know so little, but let's get excited all the same, you know? And I guess with that said, it's time for the ending spiel. If you want to support the channel, the easiest way is liking, commenting, or subscribing. Any of those 3 things tell YouTube that this is a channel that people enjoy, and then they show it to more people. And then the thing that we're most well known for is our line-by-line lyrical analysis of Kanye's music. We've gone through every album aside from Watch the Throne and Cruel Summer, talking about the narratives and themes and really changing how people listen to Kanye's discography. So if there's a song that you love that you want to love more, or a song that you aren't really sure about and want to have a deeper understanding of it, we can help you out. And we're still releasing new content on the Patreon, brand new episodes where Travis and I talk about recent events or just go over albums historically. And we're going to be going through and updating seasons as well. So we're going to go back through late registration soon, and all of those episodes are going to drop on Patreon before dropping anywhere else. If you want to check out our Jesus is King seasons for free and some of our old episodes, they're still available on Apple and Spotify and wherever you listen to podcasts. And then lastly, I write books. I have 2 novels that have come out, Killer Unconquered and Killer and Victim. Both are pretentious literary fiction, but I think are enjoyable. So if you like reading books or you just want to support my literary career, there are links in the description to both of those, Killer and Victim and Killer Unconquered. That's it. That's all I got. Until next time, stay wavy and keep it loopy. Cheers.